All right. Um, this is King Ene, and I'd like to give you a special welcome. I hope you enjoy the video. Bye.
Thanks, John. So now we're going to get back to the maths. We are going to be looking at some data handling stuff, and specifically mean from group data, which we covered in the last lesson. So I'm just going to draw a list of items. We might from here draw our frequency table and put them into groups. Okay, and on here we're going to have some questions. So, question A is, what's the modal class? Question B, in which class does the median lie and why? And finally, C, estimate the mean. So, the modal class, well, that's obvious, I hope. It's just the group which has the most items, and that's this group here, the 20 to 30 group, since there are 8 items. Okay. So most modal, most common, 20 to 30. Okay. Next, in which class does the median lie and why? Well, this means which group got the middle score. Okay. Now, if we were going to do this with the list of numbers, I've nicely arranged them in order. So if we're looking at the original data, we could cross out from either end. Okay, we could keep doing this, and if we cross out from either end, we end up being left with we'd cross out 12 from either end or something, or 11 from either end, and the two middle ones are the 2 25s. They're the 12th and the 13th score. Okay, so the middle one would be between those two scores. So when we're looking at the group frequency, we're looking at which group contains the 12th and the 13th score. Okay, so it's between the 12th and 13th person. Okay, so let's go down the groups. So in the first group we've got 3 people, and then going down to the next group we've had 7 people, because it's 3 plus 4 is 7. Then going down one more we get to 15 people. So in the 20 to 30 group we've so far looked at 15 people. We know that the middle person is between the 12th and the 13th. Okay, so we know that it's got to lie in that 20 to 30 group. So in which class does the median lie? Well, it lies in the 20 to 30 group because the 12th and 13th person, or score, is in this group. Oh. Okay. Right. Next, we're going to estimate the mean. So we're not going to do the mean from the original data, we're going to use the table to do the mean. Okay, so in the first line there, we know there are 3 people who scored 0 to 10. So we are going to say they each scored about 5. Okay. In the next group, they scored between 10 and 20. So we're going to say that each of those 4 people in that group scored about 15. Similarly, 25 for that one, 35 and 45. Okay? So this says these 3 people scored about 5 each. Okay? So that's what that means. So what did they score in total? Well, if those 3 people scored 5 each, then in total they scored 15. Okay? Okay, similarly for the next one, if those 4 people scored 15 each, then they in total scored 60. Carrying on, we fill in this table. Okay, so the total of all the scores was 650. So if we're going to estimate the mean, we're going to do the total that was scored divided by the number of people. In this case, it's going to be 650 divided by 24. Okay? And that's 27.08. Okay, so that's mean from group data.